Deadly clashes continue tonight between Israel and Hamas forces. Earlier today in Gaza, an airstrike hit just outside a school that's used as a United Nations shelter. Reports indicate at least 9 people died there. Despite nearly 1,800 Palestinian deaths and more than 60 in Israel, neither side has plans to scale back their attacks.
We are maintaining our operational capabilities to be able to strike Hamas and carry out our intentional activities against the tunnels that are still a threat.
We believe Israel committed a war crime by shelling a Rafah school, and the UN is further legitimizing the Israeli attacks on Gaza.
The United Nations is demanding a full investigation, while Israel continues to say it reserves the right to use any force to defend itself. Still, Israel may have lost a lot of sympathy after this latest strike. Whether that country is going too far to defend itself is the question in tonight's Say What. In the strongest criticism of Israel yet, the White House says it's appalled by today's disgraceful shelling of a school used as a United Nations shelter for Palestinians who were already bombed out of their homes. Israel says it only launched the strike after terrorists were seen in that area. The attack is drawing reaction from everywhere.
This concept of using Palestinian civilians as human shield is not right. It is not correct.
On our Facebook page, a major mix of views. Lance writes, I feel Israel, as the only democracy in a part of the world where there isn't one, has a responsibility to be better than the terrorist organizations they are fighting. But Ken posts, you cannot legitimately ask this question without also asking whether Hamas is justified in using human shields. The two questions are inseparable. Cameron posts, violence is just a part of life in that part of the world. I say we leave them alone to destroy themselves. And Jackson says the destruction is so one-sided it's unbelievable. Israel has a moral imperative to protect the innocents of Gaza. It is not the first time Israel has hit a UN shelter in weeks of airstrikes, but it is the attack that's drawing the biggest response.
Can you imagine if one of the contiguous countries to America were firing rockets at America? The same people who are criticizing the Israelis would be going crazy, demanding the president does more.
We are always interested in what you have to say. You can join the debate right now on our Facebook page.